I imagine there are a lot of easier places to start from to climb this Mount Sustainability. Your company is based in petrochemicals.
Yep. And at the top of the mountain, we'll be taking not another fresh drop of oil from the earth in a petro-intensive company, not for energy and not for materials. We will have closed the loop on material flows, getting our old products back at the end of their life and giving them life after life in closed loop material flows. We'll be running the whole thing on renewable energy directly from the sun or wind or hydrogen, cutting the fossil fuel umbilical cord to earth that we're all so dependent on today, both for energy and materials. We'll be freed from the earth.
How far to the top?
We reckon we're about halfway. And we're at different places on different faces. For example, on greenhouse gas emissions, the global warming gases, we're down 82% in net greenhouse gas emissions against our 1996 baseline, and that's in absolute tons. And the business is 2/3 larger, and profits have doubled in that same span of time. So carbon intensity is now 90% in our company. However, renewable materials are only about 25%. That's coming from the recycling process. We've shut down half our smokestacks. That's another. Who measures smokestacks? Who counts smokestacks? We do. 81% of our effluent pipes abandoned, obviated by process changes. Who counts effluent pipes? We do. So there are a lot of metrics there that aren't conventional financial metrics. When you put them all together, the apples, oranges, peaches, and tomatoes, and pears, and so forth, it sort of looks like we're halfway.
It sounds simple the way you're putting it, but it cannot have been easy.
Oh, it's incredibly difficult. It's thousands of projects, but all focused on the prize, the top of the mountain. How do we get there? And once you get a clear vision of what sustainability really means to your company, you then can avoid the tangents that lead nowhere and are wasteful and fruitless. And we've been really lucky from the very beginning to get our map straight. I retained some of the best experts in the field to help me get my map straight. And that enabled us to avoid a lot of the wasted effort and the wrong turns.
When was it that you could actually measure a profit advantage from this sustainability drive?
When we were losing money. When we were losing money in the deepest recession and the longest recession our industry has ever been in, from 2000 to 2004, we lost money, yet we survived because of the advantages that sustainability was bringing. It would have been bloody red had we not had sustainability working for us.
No question about that?
No question.
Who else do you think is doing it well?
Some of the furniture manufacturers in the States have done a good job. Steelcase, Herman Miller in particular, Hayworth. Believe it or not, Walmart, the biggest corporation on earth in terms of revenue, is very much committed to this path to sustainability, but 90+% of their impact is in their supply chain. 62,000 companies. When Walmart says, here's where we're going, come with us, boys, that sends a ripple through the whole industrial world.
Across the board, who's driving it? Is it the altruism of the executives who run these companies? Is it market forces? Is it the consumers? Is it government?
To my knowledge, there's no altruism involved anywhere. When General Electric, for example, commits to doubling its R&D and expects to double its revenues in clean technologies, there's no altruism at work there. They've heard their customers. Same with us. We heard our customers ask this question, and we had to have an answer. And in answering the question, we found a whole new path, to a better way to make a bigger profit.
What were the most difficult hurdles to clear?
Well, bringing all your people aboard. In the beginning, nobody knew what the hell I was talking about when I said sustainability. What's that? It was a new word. And we had to, get our own definition that everybody could sort of understand. And it's one mind at a time. You can't dictate, thou shalt think this way. It's one mind at a time. So people had to come aboard on their own, make their own decisions, and one by one. They either came aboard or they fell by the wayside. They took themselves out of the equation, and that happened. But at the end of the day, you've got a company of 4,000 plus people who are who have sustainability in the DNA of the company. If I go under the bus, the proverbial bus tomorrow, our folks will carry on to the top of that mountain.
Of these achievements, what are you most proud?
Oh, the greenhouse gas emissions, such tangible evidence that you really can do something about it. And the significance of that is that the entire industrial system, this global technosphere, has got to realize the same kind of reduction in greenhouse gases that we have, 90%, to avoid the catastrophic climate change that is surely coming if we don't get on the stick here and get the greenhouse gases down. But you look at that and you say, my God, is that possible? Well, if something exists, it must be possible. And our whole purpose is to bring this thing fully into existence, so undeniable existence. So if it exists, it must be possible. And again, if we can do it, anybody can. If anybody can, everybody can. So let's go, boys.
Ray Anderson, we appreciate your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you.